A father's memory. The wedding hall shimmered with golden lights. Laughter and music swirled through the air as guests raised their glasses, offering blessings to the newlyweds. The sound of joy was everywhere, clinking glasses, cheerful voices, and bursts of applause. Yet, at a corner table, Mr. Thomas, an elderly father with silver hair, sat quietly, his gaze never leaving his daughter. Dressed in a flowing white gown, she looked radiant, graceful, and full of life. To everyone else, she was a bride, glowing with happiness. But to him, she was still the little girl who once clung to his hand on the way to school, her tiny steps trying to keep up with his. As she laughed in the arms of her husband, Thomas felt his heart tighten. The moment seemed to blur, and suddenly he was no longer in the hall. He was back in a hospital room decades ago. He could see the bright fluorescent lights, hear the hurried footsteps of nurses, and feel the nervous pounding in his chest as he waited. Then the cry of a newborn pierced the air. A nurse gently placed a fragile bundle in his arms. He remembered looking down at her small face, red, wrinkled, yet so perfect. Her fists were clenched, her cries strong despite her tiny body. Tears had filled his eyes as he whispered to himself, "This is my greatest gift. From this day on I must live better, be stronger, because she is my reason." Life had changed forever that night. He remembered the endless nights pacing the living room floor with her in his arms, humming softly until she fell asleep. He remembered mornings when she refused to let go of his hand at the school gate, tears brimming in her eyes as he knelt down and promised, "Daddy will be right here when school is over." He remembered her laughter when she first learned to ride a bicycle, her determination when she fell and scraped her knees, and the way she always looked for him first when she was scared. Each memory rose like a tide, flooding his heart. Years had flown by. His little girl had grown. She argued with him. She dreamed bigger than he ever dared, and eventually she moved away to chase her future. He had always known this day would come, the day she would belong to another home. Still, no amount of reasoning could stop the ache of letting go. Now, watching her twirl across the dance floor, Thomas felt pride well up in his chest. Pride that she had grown into such a strong, kind woman. Pride that she had found someone to cherish her. And yet, behind that pride was a quiet, lingering ache. The ache of a father who knows that no matter how old she becomes, she will always be his little girl. The music slowed and the crowd quieted. Thomas raised his glass, his hand trembling slightly. His lips moved in a whisper, a message meant only for her and for his own heart. "From the very first day I held you, until this moment as I give you away, you have always been and will always be the treasure of my heart." His vision blurred as tears welled in his eyes. But these were not tears of sorrow. They were tears of love. Love that endures, love that does not fade, love that stretches across every season of life. Under the golden lights of the wedding hall, Thomas sat quietly, his heart swelling with gratitude. He knew his daughter had begun a new journey, but he also knew that nothing could ever sever the bond between them. It was woven through sleepless nights, tender memories, and unspoken sacrifices. From her first cry as a newborn to the glow of her wedding day, his love had carried her this far. And as he watched her laugh, radiant and free, he realized that love is not measured in years or milestones. It is found in the countless small moments that remain etched forever in the heart of a father.